Smoke signals whisper, truth got buried deep. Shadows on the wall, lies tangled in my sleep. Chasing halos that they ain't never been gold. Fingers to the flame, the heat made me bold. Burn it down, leave no trace. Oh, ashes tell the story of a brand new phase. Oh, peel it back, raw and wild, no disguise. Oh, walk through the fire, see the soul in my eye. Hey. In the jungle, thunder in the air. Mass crack, crumble, reveal upon illusions. Die lonely when you're standing alone. 4 and 7 hum, clears a fog the haze. 6, 3, 9 pulls love from a smoky maze. 7, 4, 1 whispers, truth don't play. The past been lit, I ain't turning away. Burn it down, leave no trace. Oh, ashes tell the story of a brand new phase. Oh, peel it back, raw and wild, no disguise. Oh, walk through the fire, see the soul in my eye. Scars don't lie, they tell where it was. Truth's a beast, but it earns your trust. Step by step, through the ashes I crawl. Burn illusion, I see it all. Everywhere, a gentle hum in cosmic glow, grounding peace begins to flow.
And welcome. How you guys doing? It is Cars and Coffee o'clock. Yeah. I'm sure you guys felt that poll before you clicked in here. I think I got the audio now fixed. Queue is open, and it's your moment to claim the power. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Looks like a bunch of you are already in the queue. I welcome you to be here. Thank you. And it's really it's a moment to find that truth, to open up the energy. I've been taking a couple days off, kind of pausing, reflecting, and kind of looking at like how I do things. And as a teacher, I'm like, what do I do here? How do I make my channel here work? How do I make my life work better? And I'm like, I even talked to Brenduska a little bit. I'm like, what do we do differently? Like, how do we operate? And even when I first got into this queue, the channel, when I first got into using Streamlabs, we had this system. And I'm gonna kind of go back to using that system a little bit, so I'm not managing the queue. I'm not like, hey, Paul, you're here, Paul. No, but even better, Bueller. Anyway, so Basically I'm creating a classroom rule, like, and it's been really fun and fascinating because we have been doing it. It's not my rule, it's our rules. So if you've been just joining in the channel, if you've been a long time subscriber, thank you. Member, thank you. But if you put your question in there, exclamation point join, and type a question, you can put the 2 tarot decks in there. If you put just join, it's just a general question. I'm picking your tarot decks and you're just saying read for me. Otherwise it's just going to make it quicker, easier, faster. And then the other thing is, if I have no moderators here, I'm just going to basically pick 2 people and call 2 names. And if you're not here, like, I'm just going to read the other person and call you one more time, and then that's it. And then you're out. So and then there's none of the like, hey, I was out, I just came back. So, and I'm just going to keep it rolling, because what I noticed, and I think BLT had mentioned this the other day for us, it's that flow state. We want to keep the flow state going, because it's not good for that. Like, you get a great reading and then the next person kind of goes because the flow state's gone, and that's what we're trying to keep. I really appreciate you guys for being here. The queue is open as we're warming ourselves up, warming me up, warming the energy up. I want to get you guys the best readings here today. So I'm going to start with 3. You can donate, we can jump forward, but this way we're not having everyone sit in the queue waiting for 20 minutes, an hour. And unless I'm called to read for you some reason, whatever that would be. And then the other thing is, I'm going to push the moderators to Mondays. So they're unwelcome to get read any other day. And the raffles and stuff too, because it just makes it unfair for those new subscribers I'm trying to bring in here. I'm basically pushing those moderators off, and I kind of mentioned it the other day. I mentioned it to them. I don't think Lilith heard about this, but I did talk to Chanley, I did talk to Brendusker and stuff, and making it more fun for the new subscribers. Like, you know, I want those new, you know, your first reading you got from me that one time, you're like, what is this? We lock all the way in. That's the energy we want. That's the energy you guys need. We really need you to get into that place. So I want the new subscribers to feel welcome, comforted, saying, hey, that one time you don't feel like it's safe, come here. Not even for the reading, just to come hang out. At least chat with some people, know that you're safe here. You know, you're always safe here. And that's what it is, right? So this way it gives me more chance to give more raffles, give more chance to give stuff away. And then what I will be doing, if you are a member, I'm going to basically be giving away a secondary raffle for a free reading. So members only will get their own raffles. So when I kick that off, it's only going to be available to the members, and I'm starting to kick off like it's a loyalty system. If you're in chat more, you get more points, I guess. It's part of Streamlabs. Anyway, and I really appreciate you guys for coming on here, being here for so long. And we built up, I know you. If I know you and I'm thinking about you offline, without naming a bunch of your names, it's crazy, because I'm like, how do I reward that? And so there is a loyalty system built into Streamlabs. I'm like, here we go. So you guys can like win t-shirts and stuff. And I've been testing it for a little while, kind of soft testing it. And I think Chanley got a couple t-shirts. We gave those away. But now I'm going to open it up to everybody and just say, hey, why don't we have this on there? So when I'm on lives and stuff, I can start giving that away. We start hitting target numbers. My moderators will be able to say, hey, we're going to kick off a raffle. How cool would that be? Right? Give them the power. Give the moderators the power to say, hey, we're kicking off a raffle. Not me, them. That's going to be fun as all hell. All right, let's go first. Let's kick it off. Let's get the first reading in here. The first reading is always one of the best readings, right? So we're going to do this. All right. So we're going to grab this. I'm going to kick Lilith out of the queue. Not out of disrespect, but I'm going to make sure we get you guys in there, the ones who are not the mods. And they're always welcome to say, hey, look, for this session, I don't want to be a moderator. So if Lilith's like, look, I don't want to mod, I just want to hang here. That's always a call. That's a call they can make. And they just like, look, I just don't want to be a mod tonight. I'm having a really rough day and I just need to come in here. I need to be just me. And that's always the option. And if that's the case, let us know. Just say, look, I'm just me. I'm just being me. I don't need to be anybody. Right? And that's it. Because then on Mondays I come back, I read for them, and over the summer there's going to be two members days. You'll be at night and then during the morning and stuff to give you guys. And so that's when the moderators can also get read. All right, let's do this. Whole lot of stuff, whole lot of talking going on here. Deep breath. All right, I got you guys. All right, thank you guys for being here. Let's see, who is first? So we've got Jazz, and then like this, we do Jazz and Andrea. And so this is what I used to do. Like right after Brenduska had to take a break from the channel because a lot of stuff going on, and we knew that was going to happen. I said, how am I going to do this? So I started picking 2 or 3 depending on the day of the week, and so I kind of got away from it. And as a bad teacher, it falls on me. I stopped doing that. If you guys remember, I would do that on live. I'll be like, hey, pick 2, pick 3, and I kind of fell away from doing that because I love chatting with you. And I'm like, no, wait, hey, and I'll start talking to you guys because I love knowing you. We love talking, don't we? And so I hate turning this to a function system. And that was the thing that Brenduska and I got into. Yeah. So I really, really appreciate that. So getting into that system, when Brenduska was here, we talked, and Brenduska was like, hey, you're all the administrative stuff was out of the way, and I was just in the flow state. I appreciate all of you guys. Blessed Anjali Sharma 555. I am new here. Perfect. Let's see. Did you join the queue yet, Blessed? By chance, with a question. If you did, I don't think you did. Maybe not. Oh, you just have. Oh, it's. Oh, no, you might be under blessings on my chat here. That's why. You might, because Streamlabs is weird. Like, do you go by another name, Blessings? Yeah, there it is. That's why. I don't know. All right. All right, Jazz, this is for you. So, like I said, I'm going to basically start out with 3, and then we'll go from here. I think this is for Jazz here. So, with no numbers in the question. So, I'm going to I'll slowly stop doing this because it's like hand holding like I do for my students. So, for probably like this week, and I mean like this Saturday till probably next Friday, and then I'll stop doing it. And then it's going to be like, hey, I wanted these card numbers, and I'll let you guys, the chat, say, hey, no, we stopped doing that. You have to put it in the question because it's very easy to do. It's literally just typing 2 numbers in the question yourself. Or when you're doing join, I see join. Like I literally see join on my side. Like that's exactly what it does. It just basically transfers it in. And so, but all I'm getting that question. So, Jazz, what do we got here? What do we got? You have a guidance from the universe is what I think you had here. What it was. If you want to pick them decks. But yes, but then Jazz, now you have to be responsible for telling people, oh yeah, you have to say going forward, hey, I know you should put the 2 deck numbers in here. It just helps, right? Because then we're not stopping, pausing. And then more people get read and we kind of get more connections. I'm trying to dial it in. Think of it like an operator. The old school operators, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, because the chat gets really busy for me. That's why it's like, and I love seeing it. And you know what it is? It's not your frustration. I think it's my frustration because I miss the chat and I feel guilty and I feel bad and and that's why the moderators are really helpful. And I have to organize it. And then when Brenduska was like the mom on station, she was very good. So that's why I'm getting my moderators to be like, I need you. Like, no, I'm like, if you're a moderator, I really need you to be a moderator. Like, it's getting to be more serious. And that's what I realized the other day. Like, if something's off or whatever, I think that's what it comes down to. All right, blessings. You're going to be up next, and then what we'll do is then we'll pull. Because I threw blessings or blessed or however you want to alternate yourself in there. And then who was the other person we had? Just gonna check the chat here. All right, so this is for Jazz, Andrea. So for the basically just kind of just pulling 3 for you guys, and this has also been a challenge for me. But this really comes in when the energy. The only reason I got pulled to be online, I actually even told Chandler, I told Ethereal, I told Brenduska, even I told Lilith. I said, hey, I'm not even gonna be live until Monday night. I basically said I'm off. And they said, really? I said, yeah. So I just said I'm and then I was doing some work, and I'm like, spiritual stuff, and we're being called to be online. So we'll see what happens. So we'll see what is the ending, what is the opening coming in here. Angelically, we're getting that this is the king king of the hill, queen of the hill. This is 7 of Wands energy. Good energy, but it's angelic. It comes in the golden position, but in the Celtic cross, we're getting in that recent past, recent influences energy. And that's what I've been having more fun with. I think it was at Monday night we did that. I think it was this past Monday we did the Celtic crosses for the members only, which was awesome. And I really never thought about doing it. And something drew me into doing Celtic crosses. I'm like, we have time. I'm like, this is fun. We have the opportunity. But the 7 of Wands energy is really relating to that August Leo energy, strength, power. It's that King of Wands energy. It's like saying, I double dog dare you, knock me off here. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you have 2 different shoes on, for Christ's sake. It's like, take me out. When you know what you know, you can't unknow it. That's the thing that happens here. That's what's actually coming down the pipe. That's what's saying, hey, I just found out. Try to untell me. Like, try to untell me. And this is not, doesn't have to be a bad thing. And this is what I'm telling you guys. Like, we always assume it's bad. Like, oh, you told me, now I know, I'm coming after you. No, like, hey, so-and-so really loves you. Like, do you know they love you? Like, do you know they really love you? That person, oh, I'm choking up here. That person's really in love with you. See the angelic energy here? Because how many of you guys choked up or even got like the, like, I'll take you out? No, people want to be you, like, want to be in your spot. And like, how, that's not even fair. They're not even good looking. Blah, blah, blah. You know, they start nitpicking the pieces. Like, look at this, the shoes don't even match. Look, they don't, and it's like, sometimes you look at the things and you don't even realize it's not the looks. It's not the money. It's not, you know what I'm saying? And people go, oh, and yeah, hey, dum-dum, do you even realize it's connection? And this is, look at how it's so shiny and bright right in the middle here. This is a beautiful connection. This is unconditional love at its finest. This is like, just hold me for a moment. Nope, don't say anything, right? This is Gemini lovers energy. This is May, June, in this, within 2 months. This is absolutely 2 months from today, saying you're going to feel it. You know it. It's absolutely kicking off. Whatever this is happening. You're feeling it come in. Mid-deck pull, angelic card again, triple angelic cards. What are we doing here? Raising the vibration. Vibe tribe, right? And we're not talking about this for you. This is what I'm talking about. You can feel the future. This right here, and I this is why I love reading the way I read. Because I'm letting you guys in. I'm saying, hey, come into my shelter, my home, my intuitive structure. Because when I read, I can read the cards as they're interpreted, right? As this is lover's energy. It's, you know, and I get into this like what the books say, and that's what I do when I teach. If you guys haven't seen the Teaching Tarot, please check it out. I go into the meanings, like what the trees are and what the mountains and why they have no clothings. But no, I go into all of this. But the reading is when I pull in this triple angelic, there's no book for this. There's no book for explaining why we're sitting on top of and hovering, and right above we have the 3 swords that are looking to take us out. But that 4th position, this right here, is how wonderful it's going to be when you absolutely win. This is the outcome. Like, this is the absolute outcome. This is the near future. You raise your vibration, you're angelically connected, you have more information than you started with. They didn't take you out, you just learned who was trying to take you out. Yeah, you also learned you fell in love. You also learned you were angelically connected. You also learned that you're ready for this new challenge in life. I like doing this. This is just me. The angels see the angels, and I just called them out again. They don't like me necessarily doing this, but they say, hey, we'll give you this. It's a convincing. You do the work, you get the reward. And most people just say, hey, I've been on my couch all week and nothing happened. I go, and done. Like, and that's why I get so pissed. You want to see me get mad? You want to see Cosmic get pissed off? You want to see that Boston pissed? Do that. Do no work. And I see it in the cards, and most people come back and go, but now, hey, they still have. I'm like, really? Because you haven't done anything, dude. Like, for real. Like, my cards are not going to just make things happen. Like, you have to do some of the work. You know, you can't just sit there and do nothing. You have to put effort in. Oh man, I gotta do work. I gotta climb the mountain too. No, yes, like this is the angelic work, but you're doing the work. This is bridging the gap, is what I call it. From the past to the future through your heart. This is beautiful energy. Oh, thank you for starting off a reading like this. If this was the other way, if this was the other side of the coin, I would have been like, I'm out. I'm out. See? Like, look at this. This is like doing the work. This is T-Stain Tarot. It's, we bridge the gap. I think we talked about this. Oh, it's March 21st. It's 321, everybody. Welcome. We've bridged the gap. No wonder why. I was stressed out Wednesday night to no end. If you guys saw the reading, I was wicked stressed. I was in a mood like you read about. Even the kids at school, like, what's going on? Like, who do I yell at? They're like, like, really? No, but really, it's like we crossed some kind of threshold, and I guess that puts us into what it's Aries season. Like, we officially have hit Aries season too, right? Because it's 321. That puts us at 2 of Wands, which many of you guys were getting as target cards. So I guess, Jazz, this is for you. Like, wow, you're like the pace setter. You're the wand holder. You're the carrier. You're the torch-bringer. I wasn't even supposed to be live today. What does that say? What does that say? I mean, learning is like, this is like monumental for me. From my perspective, very monumental. Blessings is up next, and then Andrea. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for taking your time. I know it's unexpected. I'm sure many of you guys were not expecting me to be on live right now. But if you have, make sure you hit that notification bell if you happen to catch me, because that's how you'll catch me when I do this. Because I usually do this a lot during the summer, and that's coming up in just a couple months. And I'll just be, boom, oh, hey, 6 p.m. I'm live. You know, 7 a.m. live. And my moderators, my fans, you guys who know, like, in the summer, that's when it gets really fun, because you catch me at all random times. My schedule just gets thrown out the window. I try to keep a schedule, but I love, like, when I'm drawn, I get pulled on, right? All right, so Blessed, give me 2 tarot deck numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. My divine deck, the communication deck, my deck, Cosmic's 6-shooter, like, you know, we're in the Wild West. And then think about my guides deck, right? Like, if I had to lean on them, this, my 5 is alive. Like, what's really happening? What is the reason? The why of the why? What's the real reason? And the moon deck, what's hidden? What's the thing you can't figure out that you need me to help you with? That's what really comes down. 4 to the 5. Good choice. Not many people pick this, just so you know. Like, not many people lean on this, as you know. All right. So a couple things. When I get new subscribers, when I get new members, what I try to do is it's called a quick 9. And it's like that same reading. And it's kind of like an overlay on top of what I would consider the Celtic cross. Because you have the Celtic cross, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just add in the cornerstones to that Celtic cross. So let's take let's take a moment and fire some cards off here, but it's already going. You have the Page of Wands. This is Past Life Messenger. This is something coming in. This is T-Stain Tarot. It skips me to tell you, hey, welcome. It's part of some kind of major message. This is a bigger message for beyond me and you. So it's even paused me, even opening, saying, hey, quick 9. But wait, there's more. So whatever this is, there's a bigger message inside of this message. It's not just a handful of cards getting dropped. It's even telling me to pause, because we're in the fire season, right? We're in Aries season. You realize you're here right on Aries season. So there could be Aries in your chart. There could be a reason for you and I meeting today. I'm not taking all of these cards, bro. Like, hold on. Sometimes we're gonna wake up the decks, don't we? Some of you guys really like this, some of you don't. I'll take 2. We'll take 2. Look at this. Past life. You're kind of coming into it. Your spirit's coming into the fact that you're Akashic, you're blue. Yeah, see? Your Akashic energy is waking up to this. You're so lucky. You're so lucky to be alive in this lifetime. You are blessed. You are so blessed. It is a blessed opportunity for you to be alive in this opportunity. It's not what's coming towards you, it's where you're heading towards. There's, you know what I'm saying? You are gravity, you are the ability, but it's also the ability of what you can go and create and build. And so the universe says you are very aware of your when you say things, what's coming towards you. It's such a profound statement, just to stop and let everyone be very well aware of what you're putting out there. Because it's something the cards, and I see all the time when I try to say this out loud. Most people say, "Is Billy coming back to me?" It's like, kind of, if your gravity's strong enough and you're not neediness, but you're asking, what is the universe sending my way? And that's literally what's being done through this cornerstone, which is when everything comes in. It's always going to come in through that emotions, but it's telling me to tell you that this absolutely is coming in. You're so lucky, because you have a mindset that's unlike other people. You have to be very well aware of this, right? And that mindset, it makes you different. I'm not saying you don't overthink. Let's be very honest with each other. Come on, let's not fool each other. Let's not say you don't wake up and have the midnight, I can't go back to sleep moment. That is also part of this reality. But the universe says you are absolutely getting a handle on your creation, your process, your build. You're not the same person you always were. And what this also tells me is there's good fortune coming in here. This is coming in top down from logic. The universe wants to give it to you. Capricorn lover energy. And we're stopping at the quick 9. I guess we're not doing quick 9. It wants me to be very, very frank with you and let you know that someone's coming in. There is an attachment. There's almost like an arranged something or connection, almost like this has been pre-attached to you, because it comes in with short throw energy to here, short throw energy to here. There's 2 messengers saying that you guys have been pre-arranged. Whoever this person is, it's the devil in the details. It's not the devil. It's the worry about the details. And this is marriage energy. Whoever this person is very much right for you. You're going to learn from them. They're going to learn from you. You're going to grow from this partnership. It's angelically gifted. It's almost like you're not in alignment, or they're not in alignment with your reality, or you're in misalignment with the reality of this connection. Quite. Yeah. You definitely want this. It's very good energy, but it's almost like, best way I can explain this to you, to be very fair, it's like the Legos are on the floor and you have all the pieces to the big castle. And you're like, oh my God, I love that I have my castle. But you have to piece them together, or half of it's together and there's parts there. And you're like, oh, but you have to do the work, because these cards they're not facing the same direction, to be very just simple with you right now. And you're like, it's going to be a lot of work. Yes, it is. But you're going to learn so much when you're with this person. This person who you're thinking about, the one you're asking, really want to know about, is really going to be worth it. I'm telling you. They're going to be worth it when you make the effort and come in and out of this. This is going to be very much worth it. It's your soul saying, hey, if you put that effort in, it's going to be worth it. And you know it is. But is that going to be an easy ride? No. What the hell is it worth? Like, we haven't even pulled the 8 and 9 card. This is underneath it all. This is your drive, your reason, your connection, your I want this. And this is 2 cards. T-Stain Tarot skipping me, saying, hey, shut it, Cosmic. This is a life lesson, Cosmic Keys, for both of you, for 2 of you. This is the universe saying we're ready to take this chance. This is more than life lesson. This is clarity over the sense of why you guys have been assigned to each other. Master, right? Apprentice, intermediate. This is you saying, what am I here for? It feels like you've been breadcrumbed long enough. The universe says, I'll explain that shortly. But this inner child, this part of you that wants to come out, the part of you that needs to learn, the yearning for learning, that part of you, there's part of you that's going to grow with this. Hell or high water, they say, right? And this is the universe saying you're going to learn because you need to learn. This is the angelic card underneath it all telling you, look at this. Mid-deck pull, go back. I tell you guys, I have the reason I was told to make the readings like this, with my hands out here and doing this and splitting, because I can't predict this, but this was the heart chakra card. This is the underneath it all, the card I just predicted. There's no sensationalism here. There's only the universe speaking back to you. And that's what makes this fascinating, because you are absolutely coming into this amazing energy. This is Gemini lover energy. This more or less says you are absolutely destined for, because we have this angelic Capricorn love energy. This is like duality. Look at this. This is the unofficial duality of you will never give up until you find that love. And that's the universe saying, well, why don't we just figure this out? Because Capricorn energy, this is lovers detail. This is the sun in the... This doesn't get assigned to any sign, like to anything. This is red banner day. Like, you're not going to stop until you get what you want. So why don't we just figure it out? Like, that's the universe saying, God damn it, we'll just do it. Because look at past life. You are so lucky, but you're overthinking. It's like, take your foot off the gas here, slow down, cruise a little bit, enjoy the weather. And I'm going to pull one card. I'm just so curious. See, and that's the mid deck. So you're here and you're attached to the person I just read, the one I just read. You guys have past life connection. It's almost like you guys there was some kind of fatal war battle something that you guys went into. No joke, really. How cool is that? Like, you guys were in some war, and it's some past life, and you guys ended that lifetime. And it's not that you're supposed to be friends here. It's just you guys are crossing those paths. You guys could have been on either side of the war. Because I'm picking these decks with you in mind, saying, hey, you decide. But I'm pulling from the middle of the tarot deck. I'm splitting, pulling bottom, like that. Okay? It's fascinating. It's fascinating. The odds of getting the same cards back-to-back readings, and especially for you in this sense that you're past life, and you're crossing many of us in past life, and you're not wrong. It's a big, hey, you're not wrong energy. You're here because your blueprint, your divine blueprint, your Akashic energy saying, hey, you're on track. You're on track. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Lightning strike. How cool is that? That's fire energy in itself, right? Tea-Stain Tarot, I guess that might be the card I was supposed to be pulling. Because remember, I just pulled the card, I put it back. And I sometimes don't have control of what I do. I just kind of do what I do. And I've given up that control. And years I would kind of deal with that, fighting against this and dealing with whatever it was. But the truth is, it's like, I would fight with the universe. And now it's kind of like, just go with the universe. Go with the flow, as I say. That's why I'm trying to make the channel a little bit more seamless. So I'll go back to chat, go back to the queue. Hey, next person, there you are. Bang, high five, fist bump, kiss on the forehead. Let's read. Bubby's here. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So that's what it is. And that's what makes it really fascinating. Because this stuff comes in and you go, what is all that? But blessed blessings, blessed be. Like, good name, by the way. Andrea's up next. And I see that you went decks 3 and 4. Let's pull for the next person. So that's kind of what I'll be doing. And so eventually what I'll be getting back to is I'll be getting my moderators access to my queue. So, or getting access to the queue, like we did when I had Brenduska there. And I'll be basically giving them access to the queue so they can basically queue up people and keep the queue clean. So, you know, so stay active in chat. And eventually what will have to happen is just going, hey, if you're here, let us know. If you're looking for a reading, you know, let us know, or donate to jump ahead, because that's the other thing people do. And that's sometimes what throws the queue way off. And that's what ended up happening for a while too. A lot of donations, and the queue was getting like not even used because we were stuck in this donation cycle. But we all know how the money is, the finances are for the world. It is absolutely decimated. So I'm still here. I'm still reading free. It doesn't matter if you paid me before or not. And that's why I'm offering free readings. I'm trying to keep us going, not because you owe me anything, but because we're here for each other. And there'll be that one day, who knows, that you'll be able to help someone the same way. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for you to remember this moment. That how I'm figuring this out, I'm bringing you I'm like saying, hey, remember that card, that 2 of Wands is saying 3, 2, 1? And boom, here I am. I was drawn to come on today. Like, what the? And this is not a scam. This is not a gimmick, I can promise you. And those of you who are here, those of you who are part of that, when I've been reading consistently, those of you who come and check out every live will see it's been a card for me. It's been a consistent card, just like we had the 3 of Swords coming out consistently right around Libra season last, October and September, right? And it's fascinating because you get the card that's starting to come up a little more, and I haven't really, I'll let you guys in on it. And I'll let you guys in a little bit of it. It's the 4 of Cups. It's starting to show up a little bit more. I'm not hyper focused on it yet, but it is that like mid-July card, or the Queen of Cups, which was a big thing last year. It runs in that 3 to 6 cycles. And I talk about that 3 to 6 cycles, or 6. And we talk 3, 6, 9. And I usually say, hey, 6 to 7, 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8, 9. I'm sorry, 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 months, and that gives that buffer time. But it's really like a 3, 6, 9, 3 to 6, 9. But you can kind of tell it's on the front end or the back end of those, and you can tell it's either long or short. And from the cards, when you're reading. So let's get going here. Let's see what happens. I keep closing the queue. What in the good golly, Miss Molly? What am I doing here? I literally feel like I'm in the class. I was showing the kids this how to recover a tab yesterday. It's funny. Like, I'm really reusing it like twice today. They're like, this is cool. I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. I go, I use it all the time. I go, I use these things all the time. And I was thinking about the channel, how I use stuff. Like, and here I am today, literally. I was showing 4th grade yesterday. Control-Shift-T. Works great, guys. Mr. Cosmic, also the STEM teacher. All right, Andrea, let's check it out. General 3 and 4. Let's see what happens. And so we know what comes out. We're not trying to force anything. And so, and one of the things I really appreciate with you is the flexibility, right? Because it's fascinating when we let ourselves, we don't fight the existence of whatever this is. I think we do in a lot of ways owe our happiness to something else, but we are part of a bigger consciousness. And sometimes we try to control the outcome, and that's when things get really bad. Like, you get mad about something you can't control, essentially. And I was telling, I think, even the art teacher the other day, I said, people get so hung up on stuff they can't control. Oh, here's an example. Like, like, think about a wedding, right? And the one cousin wasn't invited, and then this person, this is all hypothetical. And then that one cousin wasn't invited, and then the family starts getting upset because that one cousin, but they don't say anything, and then the animosity, the passive aggressive builds, and it's just was an oversight, right? And then one person, like the parent, has to say, hey, you didn't invite, the cousin, this person. And people have worked their energy up, and it's something you can't control. And it's just because the bride, the groom, they're so overworked, they're so overwhelmed that's not what they're thinking about. And that's what we start to go, oh. And after you find out, oh, yeah. And it's like, no worries. No, your energy's still worked up. How do you deal with that? Do you go for your hike? Do you go work out at the gym? Right? What do? Do you go to your heavy metal rage rock band? What are you doing? So let's take a look here. And so I love this energy. And the T-Stain Tarot skips me this number 4 position, which is that 1, 2, 3, 4. It's also in the Celtic Cross. It's that recent influences, right? How fascinating. How fascinating. I just pulled from these 2 tarot decks that was picked by Andrea. I did my whole little let's talk for a minute mid-deck pull. Go back. You guys are welcome to go quarter speed. Watch me pull from the middle of the tarot deck here, right? That was the card I just showed you at the end of the other reading. Is now the exact same card, the first of this reading. I have no the only reason I say this is because this is patience, this is lightning rod, this is fire energy, this is Aries season, this is you are lining things up. This is the moment of saying, I am into something. So something recently changed where you were trying to control the outcome instead of living the outcome. But something's happening, news, energy, because the moment you say, yeah, it's not for me to care as much, and I'm not saying care like IDGAF, anyone out there know what I'm talking about. This is more like you're operating in like station identification, like doing a self-check, doing how self-aware are you? So then the news says, hey, let's get there. Boom, 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 boom. Everything lines up. Hey, we need you for this. Instead of being that self-protective, I'm nervous, I'm jealous, or whatever that could be, we start moving into, I need to protect my own boundaries. I know what I know. I'm very aware of myself. That's this energy. It's not bad. It's not really good. It's just you are you. You are the most important thing in your world, and nothing can ever change that. Nothing will ever change that. You'll hear me mention a lot of times unconditional love, self-respect, right? And that's really this card. Do you have self-respect? Those people who can't, think about the abusive relationships, those people who can't take a moment for themselves, who overgive, or get anxiety when an abusive relationship is happening, or they fall into an abusive relationship. Being able to say, no, I'm secure in myself. I know how I feel. I know what I feel. That's this one card in this one position saying you know who you are, you know what you represent, and you know your limits. As you go into what I consider the heart chakra position, 2 cards come out. This is your soul speaking out loud and proud. This is your intuition saying you know what you know, right? It's a little unsure, but we have the idea that this is truth, this is justice, this is the unfolding of the reality of what we're looking at. But this is a really powerful couple. You're kind of like want to, let's say, create or manifest this future. But when we have, this is a really powerful 1-2 punch. I need to point this out to you guys. I don't know if you can see how it's the 1, right? 2, like these cards absolutely go together in my tarot decks. Out of all of these tarot decks, not only did you bring this card, and I'd say you brought this card back-to-back readings. And to the other reading, you said, no, hey, let's hook those trains right back up, baby. Let's trains to keep it rolling. Because we went from the first reading to the second reading to the third reading, and you're saying, hey, we're going to keep this train rolling. My energy is just as powerful as theirs. You can create, you can turn your visions way into reality. You are absolutely locked and loaded. This is not just about a person, a job, money. This is about your future. This is about you writing in like a journal and saying, I hereby create. You are a manifester, and you guys want evidence of manifestation, just so you are aware. This manifestation is fact and proof. Tom Holland, you know, the guy who's playing like Spider-Man and stuff, and this is not a sidetrack. This is a lock-in, because this is my guides telling me. You go look it up on your take some time, go look this up. This is the guy who's like he manifested himself into the movie Uncharted. He manifested himself into the 3 Spider-Man movie. This is after like they basically wrote him out of the other stuff. Like Tom Holland, like he on camera has like basically witnessed himself manifesting. Like, hey, what's the thing you would want to do? He's like, this. How would you want to do this? He's like, this, and he says it out loud. But to him, he has such childlike energy. To him, everything's like wonder, and that's why he lives that life, right? Yes or no? Who would he like to date? Zendaya. No kidding. He's married to her. No, I'm serious. Go watch this stuff, because he lives in that wonderful new beginnings, childlike imagination, and that's what makes him really wonderful. And that's what this is. That's this energy. That's this manifestation. You're turning that on, because it's not someone controls you. You know who you are. You know that there is this wonderful connection out there that you have access to. No one can break, compromise, negotiate that away from you. You have access to this power, this gift. Yeah. How amazing. And this is like, oh, I want to be in love with someone. Yes. I'm going to tell you, Leo, that Carlos, that guy is here. He's up here. That's fire energy. You're saying, hey, I know he's here. He's over here. It's here. That's fire energy. Let's start with that. This has nothing to do with me. That's fire energy. It's patience is a virtue. Look at that coming back together, perhaps. Manifesting Carlos to Leo coming back. Hello, my love. Mi amor, right? Yes or no? Because that's the manifestation. Because if this is what you really want, you're getting it. If this is not what you want, you're going to walk away. Let's you and I be honest for half a moment here. Yes? You're not waiting for them to come claim you. You're waiting for you to decide if you want them still. That's what's coming down. You have focused energy. You're very much into that intuitive trust. Yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you, this is not them going, you know, hey, you have no value. This is you saying, claim me if you want me, and I'll choose you if I'm ready. And that's what this comes down to, because a lot of people don't look at it like that. And that's what I love about this 3-card reading, that you forced me to pick a middle card. And you're saying, so what, Cosmic? Keep going. Let's bridge the gap. Choice of a choice of choice. Right? What is this telling us? What is this telling us? Andrea, are you choosing? Dark horse candidate? You want this to feel romantic, sexy, right? Are you home? You know, like 9:30, 10? Are you home? Look at, yeah, make you feel so special that you can't deny that this is yours. Make you feel so you that this is for you. Right? This is you. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's Carlos. You know who it is. You know the knock, once the knock starts, you know who it is. You know, it's that daddy's home. It's that really powerful, like he's here for you. He's only there for you. Like he doesn't go knocking on the doors. He's knocking at your door because it's time to knock on your door. Yeah. That's wonderful. It's like he wants to knock at your door. He's not knocking at 9 doors. It's time to knock at your door. That's the bigger difference. That's the claiming you. It's your energy to claim. He's tried to look at other doors, and that door's not for him. And he's tried to prove to himself, is it you that he wants? And you're manifesting, saying, I can wait you out, bro. No one else. If I want to manifest a new person, I can, but I want to manifest the spiritual connection that I believe is here. And that's what I see here, without getting into too much more. Yes, yes, and yes, or no? Maybe. Mia more? Yes. It's so good. That's why the Mia more is like, oh, it's the Ti amo, right? Like, it's really good. It's good energy. I like that. Who can't like that? All right, let's keep going. All right, what do we got here? Let's see what you got. Kritika? I don't know. I think I'm messing that up. I think I always say Kritika, and I always say Selma, and then you guys get mad at me. Or it's actually Selim. Shradik. Holly. All right, let's grab 2 from the queue and keep going here. But yeah, I was kind of drawn to come on here. This is March 21st. This is 321. If you were lucky enough to get that card, and I'm not saying lose a loser, you know, if you can't get it. Wasn't like that, but this was honestly like you were waiting for this. The March 21st, the 2 of Wands is kind of like saying, this is it. This is make your choice, man. You know, you waited. Is this it? Is this the moment? Is this what you're doing? What are you looking for? Holly, it's your turn. And then Selim. Yeah, no, I know it's Selim. It's not disrespectful, I promise you. So I swear I love you guys. Mm-hmm. Kits. You're gonna have to remind me like 12 times. I'll try to remind myself. Like the kids in 3rd grade, they have they have fun names sometimes, right? And so it's by the end of 4th grade, I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. Because I know the students by energy, by who they are. Names are just names. Mm-hmm. Thanks for picking me. Mm-hmm. And if you are a new subscriber, make some noise. Let us know in chat. We can get you up. We can pick you first. Throw you right ahead of everybody else. And donations are open. You're more than welcome to donate. The queue is open. It's but the donations just jump you ahead of everybody else. And what I've been doing a little differently, is I read 3 for free, and then I've been doing that 9 card. Like, unless you're kind of a new subscriber or one of those things, I kind of just read the 9 cards. It's a $10 donation, just kind of speeds things up for us, and challenging me to do the 3, right? And then $20 I'll do a Celtic Cross, and then it kind of pauses a little bit, gives us a super time, gives us a deep read. If you haven't seen the Celtic Cross, go back, look at the Members Only Monday, and that's what I've been doing on Members Only Monday, is I've been adding that in because I love reading that. I give you the option. I say, hey, we can read the 9 plus I can dig deep dive into the 9, because the 9 has like a big 15 card overlay, or I can read the Celtic Cross. But that's what I do on the Members Only Monday. That's why it's a beneficial thing to get to be members, you know. And so I'll expand that out a little bit more and get you guys to be part of that. Or you can just book at cosmicboogeyman.com. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Let's see here. Holly.
What makes a man then? Staying when it's hot, and if nobody stayed, then you start. I ain't angry no more.
All right. I'm dating Matt, but I don't know if I should continue. He's holding back. Clarity. Damn you, Matt. Damn you, Matt. All right. All right, and so one of the things we're going to try to do here, is like I was saying to you guys, is I'm going to make it so I'm going to try to do this for you guys. I'm going to give you guys the option and I'll do this for you, Holly, but I'm basically gonna bump the moderators to only Monday nights, but I'm gonna read for you. But this way it gives everyone else a chance to get read on these other days. Like you just said, I don't have a chance to get read from you, so that's why I'm reading for you. But I definitely appreciate you. No, I got you. I appreciate you. That's why I'm reading. Like, and I want to read for you guys. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at Matt. Let's see what Matt's doing here. Ooh. If you're asking if this is going to be forever, you already know the answer is no. Like, it's already, hey, this is not a forever thing. Like, me and you, we agree. You're just saying, it's just partnership. It's kind of like it feels good. You're like, am I sure? Yeah. Like, why are you asking? It's just kind of like you just want triple check. So I think there's a connection and you feel it, but you don't have to kind of make the connection work. That's not how it works. It's one of those things that you might, I don't want to say you do your time, but it makes you unhappy. Like you feel good, like you feel better without them. That's a red flag. You're like, I feel better sometimes when I'm not with them. I'm like, oh, okay. And you don't think about them, or maybe that's the big question. So why is it that you're questioning the relationship? You're like, you're way better off without them. That's a straight up answer. And it doesn't look like you're going to be better off single, to be fair. So you're more divinely heading down a single path without them. Does this mean break up with them? No, I would say just let it run its path. See, like this is just a message from the other side saying, and just enjoy the relationship. Don't look for reasons to break up. But I'm telling you, from what I can see, this is not long term. This is not get the ring on the finger, unless they do some real serious work. Because you're feeling it already, saying, I don't see this as a serious relationship. Yeah, like I think you have more value than they're putting effort into. Like show you some effort here. Like, come on, man. Like, Matt, where's the effort, bro? See? Yeah, you're feeling like because they're putting you out or making you feel like you're out in the cold. Like, it's like you don't want to put effort into them. Like, if you don't want to put effort into me, I'm not going to put effort into you. Like, what's the deal? Why should I put effort in if you're not putting effort in? And then it just kind of will just disintegrate. And no one's at fault. That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm trying not to laugh, but it's just like you're already aware. It's like you already know this. Like I can see it in the cards. You're like, yeah, I know. And you're like, yep. And it's funny because you're just well aware of it. No, and that's the thing is, this is not the person. That's all it's saying. Look, it's not that you're not amazing. You're an amazing person. This is yourself regulating. Do you understand when you guys are breaking up or you're going through relationship shifts, that it's the hardest thing, and especially if you're such a loving, caring, and divinely beautiful energy, right? If you in that Empress energy that comes out, that is good parenting. That's like amazing mom. I will love you forever, baby. That's like, I care about you. That's beautiful energy because you're trying to nurture a relationship that's just starting to fail. Like, you know, like, I'm not going to give up on you. Like, and it's not meant to last. Not every relationship is meant to last forever. It takes the strength of two, right? It really does. Yeah, no, and you are. And we always look for that moment of like, hey, yeah, I got you, babe. And the other person says, I got you too. But you can't pull someone up if that hand's not grabbing to be pulled up. And it's like, it's okay. It's all good. That doesn't make you less of a person. Your hand was out. That's the thing you've got to keep in mind. Yes, so Holly, that is also very fine. Look, let me explain to you. That is mutual attraction. The early stages, you have the 4 stages of relationship. I'm telling you, go take a look at the Cosmic Codex I put together. It was really profound when I got that put together for myself. Boom, my mind exploded. Like, for anyone out there who want to know the 4 stages of relationships, because we get into that spark, right? Like, oh my God, I love you, baby. You know, that like feels good, right? Like hearing that. And then it's like, okay, will this work? And we really start, but that 4th stage, and once we start moving beyond that, that's our integration. That's like That's like my soul to your soul. That's like, you know, when we make love, our souls are connecting. It's for real. It's some serious deep stuff, because that third stage is like we're testing each other. You know, you're chewing too loud, god damn it. It's like, okay. And that's the really testing. That's the integration phase. Like my growth is your growth. Are you really proud of me? And when you guys hear me say that, or if I say that to you, I never joke when I say I'm proud of you. And that first stage is not your failure. It's a failure to launch. It's a failure to get this launched off. And you have done nothing wrong there. And a lot of times when I read cards, that's what I love doing, because I promote this. Like, you have done nothing wrong. And a lot of times you take it on like it's a loss. You get depressed. It's heartbreak. It is for them too, though. You have to understand, most men can hide that heartbreak. Oh, like I'm still heartbroken over many of my women like that I've lost, because I love to love. Like, oh man, I'm a deep love. I get right in there. But that's the thing, is like what happens is that you have to be able to get all the way in there to get to those deep stages. So I'm like, let's move. Let's get all the way in there, baby. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Holly. And it's you're frustrated. That's what it is. You're getting pissed. You're getting Boston pissed, right? You're like, move that goddamn car out of the way. I'm pulling in there. You know? There's no triple parking here. Get your Dunkin' and get out. No, but really, like, we're moving. So for real, like, honestly, this is you getting pissed. You're like, I want to get moving here. So you have to get more relaxed, more settled. And that's the best thing I can tell you. Because if you're getting frustrated, you're going to bring in that frustrated partner. Like, you have to get into like, hey, I'm feeling good. You're feeling gorgeous. Like, you're feeling gorgeous inside. Like, beautiful, right? And not like you're not wanted, but gorgeous. Like, you're beautiful from the inside out. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying this is for other people too, right? Because the moment you get that's stage one, and you're attracting people, and then it's the communication stage into that stage two, and that's what I look for. That's why I always look for those two of cups. Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep moving. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. There's Brenduska. Look at that. You guys. All right. Let's see here. And I would love to get the Discord going again. That would be another thing that'd be helpful, I think, for a lot of you guys too. If you're interested in the Discord, the link should be below. If it doesn't work, let us know. Come back to chat. Let us know. We'll get it run. I would love to get the Discord going for you guys, to keep this going, this chat going. Leave a comment below if you haven't done so. Become a subscriber, become a member. I'm back on Members Only Monday. I'm back by 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm on definitely by 7 p.m., but I usually sign on a little early on Mondays, just to kind of make sure we get enough coverage. So I'm on like about 3 hours. That's why I do. Just because I know there's a lot of people who need it. And let's see here. I sell them. I don't think I passed you. You're still in the queue. Did I do something wrong? Yes, you did. You're adorable. No, I'm taking you out of the other queue here. I keep deleting you out because you're in the read to be read queue. That's what it was. So that's what it is. So I think you're up, right? I think it's selling right now, isn't it? Oh, maybe Brenduska got it. Oh, maybe Brenduska pulled you out. That might have been what it is, if Brenduska did it. There we go. That could have been what it is. See, this is what I need. Brenduska doing Brenduska. Brenduska's boss. All right. Here we go. I'll throw you back in. I think that's what it is. Thank you, Brenduska. My +1. All right. That's what it is. Not that I don't appreciate anybody else, but so helpful. All right. I attended an interview, a 4th round. I saw that on the other question. And what will be the result? 3 and 6. Let's take a look. Yeah. Take a look here. I'm laughing not at you. I'm laughing at the you kept getting deleted out, but you're in that pending. There's like, I have 2 queues, just so you guys understand. There's like a queued users, like now who's getting read. Spring is up after Selim, and that's pending users. And I'm only reading Selim first. I think Spring might be a new subscriber. Spring, if you're here, let us know. I think you might be new, but I would have read Spring first. Selim somehow kept getting deleted. So normally, out of the pending users, once you're out of that queue and you're not there anymore and you can't find yourself, it's because you're going to be read. That's what happens. And there's nothing on Streamlabs that can explain that. It's just like it makes it look like you're not there anymore. Interesting. This is like, I don't know if this is walk away. 8 of Cups. Let's keep going here. I can tell you whatever happens here, it works out where you get a more spiritual lined up position. Like Knight in Shining Armor, you're the one they need. So I don't understand, is this recent past, like you left the job? It's spiritual, like you walked away from something that was very giving, or you kind of moved on from something that was very giving. This is like you have an opportunity to come in like riding, like savior. It's almost like you're destined to move into this new job. This other job was a soul test. That's why I feel very like, whoa. It's not necessarily about this new job as a yes or a no. It's about why you left the other job and lost the other job and are moving into this new job, which I'm going to ask you straight out. Is this a yes or a no on this job? And I think a card just jumped on me, which I normally don't want to lock into because these are all life lessons, right? Thought a card just jumped when I literally in my head said, ask the question. And then I said, I'm going to ask the question. All right. Is this a hired position? 4th round is a pretty interesting thing. Regret. Angelic regret. They're telling me it's angelic regret, saying you're not meant for this job, but it leads you into something else, which is better suited for you. That's more spiritual, more aligned. Or there's regret because of the 3 rounds and you're at the 4th round, and that's a 5th round. That I have a hard time saying that you definitely get this, because you're a dark horse candidate. You're really a long shot for this position, and I feel it here and here. Like it's absolutely telling me you're a long shot for this position. But the job that you end up with is more your job. I don't know if that, Selim, I don't know if that makes more sense or not, but it's really telling me that this isn't your job. You're getting a job to get a job, but this is not your job. Like you're like, I need a job, so I'm getting a job. But this next job, this leads you into it. Like this is not worthless. Whatever you're doing here it bridges you to something new. It's amazing. Like it's you're meant, like this is not for nothing. I don't know how else to reiterate this. Whatever this is doing here is letting you. They're going to say, hey, remember we interviewed Selim? And they go, oh yeah. What if, and they're going to call, or something happens where you get this other offer. And that's the one you wanted anyway. I'm going to do something for you. I know you're panicking. Because it feels like it's a life test, and you're kind of like, I don't feel like it's going to happen. Oh, it's hiding. Yeah, look at that. That's your soul regret. How crazy. So this is that card. It's turning the regret into an opportunity. Because you go across the bridge. I'm telling you that I don't think is the job you really want anyway, but you're like, it will pay. And so just work at this as though you want this job, or you get this job and it's regretful. Like, how crazy would that even be? But that could even be one of those things we're not even looking at to consider, because it's judgment. It's like you're the knight in shining armor. You're not out of luck. Like, I'm gonna be honest, between you and I, if you were my best friend and you're sitting there, I'm like, no, you're getting a job. I said, the fun days are over. It sucks to be you. Like, you're like, oh, like, you know, vacation's done. But it's like, it's a good bad news. But it's what is actually better is like, even that's why it's so weird. It's like, why are they saying it's good bad? It's like something's ending and something's starting. Maybe it's almost like you're getting the job and the time off is ending, but something's not happening. Like, you're not going to be able to do this and this anymore, and you're going to look back and say, I remember when. But this is not the job that you're going to end up with. Like, this gets you in, or this is like the opportunity, and it leads you down to the next one. You go, that's the job. Now we're talking. This bridges you to the next real job, just so you know. Funny. My guides are not even kidding. Like, they're like, But I'm telling you, I can give you this very, very bluntly. Proud of you. Like you have come at this super strong. World Baseball Classic kind of thing. Like, you brought your best game for this life lesson, and you're past. You passed it. You're just basically coming to collect now. You just keep going. Be very professional, exactly who you are, and you're gonna love the outcome here. You're gonna end up exactly where you need to be. I promise you, this is working out fine for you. I love this. But I'm curious. I'm actually getting nervous. Not nervous, but like, it's more like nosy. Nosy, that's the word. Thank you. Nosy. I say thank you to you guys like you're telling me. My guides. Let's see. All right, Spring 6051. Are you here? Speak loud, speak proud. Let me get some iced tea. How are you guys doing? I thank you very much for being here. Yeah, like, no doubt you're getting a job, but it's like, sucks to be you. Like, that's the feeling. It's like, I don't think it's this job, but it's short after. It's like, hey, by the way, would you be interested? You're like, yes. Like, how come I didn't know about that? Or they basically give you this other inside job first. Get some iced tea here, right? Refuel the pipes. All right, Spring, how are you? So one of the things we're doing, or I started to kind of implement to make the queue work faster, quicker, more efficient, kind of classroom rules, like we started to do, is you can join with ! join, and if you do that, it's just a general question. Like, I just know ! join, general question. No tarot decks, nothing. Just, hey, you pick, you tell me what you got. ! join with question. No tarot decks, is I pick the decks, I read your question. ! join with tarot decks, I pick your decks. Like, it's the whole system. It's basically, I'm giving you a choice. It's choice. You guys get choice. Good choice, right? And then it speeds it up. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you don't know. That's what we're going to do. Make it work that way, yeah. So, I love that. It's going to make it a lot quicker for all of us. And then if anyone comes in, you can give them a heads up. And then you can use ! leave to kind of reset your question. Go, oh, yeah, I'll fix that. And it's like, you have the power to create, to build, to kind of operate, and to change that, you know? So I love that. All right, what is up here? Who's up next? Spring, I'm fine. How are you doing? All right, Spring, what do you got this? So Spring, for you, do you have a question? Do you have a question for any of these wonderful folks? 5 and 4, got that. Can I ask whatever guidance comes through? Perfect.
Birthday wasn't about a day.
Oh,
It
take a
was
look here.
about us.
5 and 4 is actually 5 and 4 has gotten used up quite a bit tonight. Now that I think about it, I say tonight, but really it has. We've been using this a little bit. Fascinating. All right, let me get more sip of iced tea. I'm gonna relight the incense and then we can get going here. But yeah, I'm fascinated to see what comes out of this one. Now it's the other thing I noticed. If I keep the incense going, the energy keeps flowing. And that was a big thing I noticed the other day too, a couple sessions ago. So let's take a look here and see what pops. See? Yeah, what pops here? Easy there, partner. I'm gonna pick up the first one. Wow. This could be an energy. Let me start with what this is. The Two of Pentacles typically is its choice, because two as choice, but it's multitasking, because we have that multitasking coming top down, saying the universe is really giving you a heads up with the angelic energy. It's saying you have to be aware you're multitasking something, bringing something into your existence. But it could be brought into your existence through partnership, through growth, through decision energy, travel, because we have the ships, water, we have the happiness, and that sense of whatever you're building is through that choice. But angelically, it comes top down, being delivered, and it is sometimes even that broken ATM card, right? Go to the ATM, take money out. Hey, the balance never changed. Awesome energy, right? Because you're making more money than you need. Never would hate that. How would you not hate that? Keep going. There it is. There's the other. It's all about the communication. So whatever this is, this could also be part of this. You could also have that energy. So let's keep going here. We're going to keep growing and building here. Look. So we have this. Yeah, this could be growing your money, actually. This is I've been seeing the Seven of Pentacles become more of a financial growth opportunity, because in what the unfortunate thing is, this patience, this hard work, this delayed success, this is kind of putting your energy in there, saying, hey, if I invest now, it's going to pay off later. Especially when things look at their bleakest, their worst in the world, right? That's when people make their most money. That's when people are saying, hey, they're shutting this down, they're closing this down. They would years ago saying, hey, they're going to start taxing email, put this out there, like crazy things, right? And they start talking crazy talk. But that's what it is. People started investing in that point. When they started investing, they made a lot of money because people got nervous. It was disruptive energies, disruptive technologies. And the universe is telling me to tell you, you're heading into this world of disruption. You might even have disruptive traits in your sign here, but I it's not giving me any major arcana to lock in on that, but it's telling me you probably have minor disruptive traits, saying you're kind of leaning into that cause, justice energy, like willing to kind of communicate and talk to the universe and say, I'm willing to be the hand, right? To be the surprise, the challenge, the battle. So I love what this is, because it's self-defense and protective energy, and it's really wonderful against those people who are getting betrayed and dishonest, and you're saying, hey, I'm willing to protect those people. That's what this is. Your growth is success, not only for you but for others. I'm gonna cross the bridge here. See, yeah, it's Lady Justice. It's essentially Lady Justice. What we always would see with the scales, and her eyes are blind, and it's blind justice, and that's what it is. I don't think you're being aware of this energy coming in, but what it gives us the sense of that. I talk about this all the time, and it's a fascinating thing to me, because when you get the 8, the 9, the 10 of Swords, it's cycling of that love. And we were talking about that recently. We just were talking about that a few minutes ago. But what it is you go into relationships like the spark. Oh my God, this is amazing. I could see forever. We start communicating. That was weird. And then hey, we're going to integrate, and wow, everything falls apart. Can you get back together? That's Three of Wands energy. But the universe is saying, what if I give you that same container in love, money, growth, intelligence? You're building yourself, investing in you. The universe has been trying to kind of have you do this for your entire life. But we focus on love as it's a separate thing. We focus on money as it's a separate thing. It's not. This is all pieces of the same puzzle, the biggest puzzle, the cornerstones of all of what you're trying to build. What are you trying to build? So what I see here, and I absolutely see in your future, you're not meant to fit in, but you're meant to translate the future in some way, some fashion, and basically feel what you feel. And this loneliness or whatever this feel, it's not absence. It's honestly almost like altitude, because you're getting it top down. These cards are not reversed. They're gifts from the universe. So whenever you feel like you're thinking differently, you're not. You're seeing these pattern layers that others might miss or misinterpret, like, oh, it's 1111 or 111, or hey, did you guys see that, like the comment last night where like everyone's like, what? Like, yeah. The thing is, the universe is really looking for precision out of what you bring to the situation, because other people will miss that and they need what you bring. And sometimes you might even feel detached or you don't care, but that's not part of what you're doing. That's really, you're seeing so much. Maybe you're too empathetic or too connected. And that's what the universe is saying. Sometimes you're learning too much too fast. That's a lot of intelligence, especially when we're getting into that love energy. Like the first time you meet somebody, I want to learn everything about you. I want to be inside your skin. Like, what? You know, it's like, oh, okay. But no, reality is you're trying to seek love at such a high level. It's such a reflection of that truth. It's really hard for you to really be in a relationship that can understand and hold your frequency. That's what we see here. That's what I get out of this. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I love this. Yeah. And it's you want to sleep well at night, don't you? It's that 9 of Swords. It's the 8, 9, 10 of Swords. If you go back, rewatch this, you'll see I'm talking 8, 9, 10 of Swords. It's the cycling of love. You know? You're not meant to be loved. You're meant to show someone how to love. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. Wow. Like I say to people, guys, share the channel. It's the best thing we can do, is share it with our friends, our family, our sister, brother, cousin, you know, that thing. Let the energy get out there. Let the energy blossom and become, you know, as season after season, as we start to plant our seeds, we plant the seeds of this channel. We let the people become part of this, because whatever this is, I'm not asking for anything. We're reading for free. But it has to heal us at some level, whatever this is. I don't know what the messages are. I'm not trying to trick you into believing anything. I wasn't even supposed to be on today. This is March 21st. This is Aries season, and welcome and happy birthday to you Aries out there. You Empress, you Emperors, you Queen of Wands that I keep talking about in those cards. You are the 2, the 3, the 4s of Wands. That's what I love in this energy. That's when you exist, you allow us to just become. And I love this, because you might even have that energy in your chart. So check out your natal chart. Don't pause and say, I'm just a sun sign. God damn it. What is your Venus sign? Oh, damn it. All right, let's keep going. How are you guys doing? Brenduska, how are you? If I were to take you to the prom, Brenduska. I got a private reading at 5 p.m. Eastern. Love hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys. If I can enjoy you, that would be the best thing. So let's see. Who cares the most? Who has the most carings right now? Let's grab a couple people from the queue. Actually, you know what? Let's start with Kits, because they're let's see, like 5. Let's see. How will my connection with VS evolve in long distance? Good question, actually. I like this. Long distance relationship, right? Please call me Kits. Decks 1 and 3. Will we be in a long distance relationship after 2 months? I think you're having some interesting questions here. Let's take a look. All right, and then who else do we got here? Snea. All right, and so like I was telling people, we're gonna basically try to push you guys to put the questions right out there and put your tarot deck numbers into the questions, so then we're not kind of going back. We're gonna keep the flow going. All right, kits, let's take a look here. Let's see what this tells us. Long distance relationships, right? Damn. Sometimes they can work. Sometimes they can work. You know, I don't mind that stuff, you know, especially when you're finding your path in life. You know, I think sometimes you're remembering who you are in this relationship, remembering what it means to be. And we were talking about this earlier. I think Holly mentioned this. You're in love, and if it doesn't feel mutual and you can't get past stage one, you can't get past that very initial stage of relationships, what's it worth? You know, it's a long distance. If you're at stage 3 and this is the challenge, hell yeah, long distance. Yes, yes, and yes. Because when I had met my wife years ago, it was a high school, and then I went to Hawaii for school, and I wasn't even meaning to meet her. I was like, nope. It was class president, didn't need a girlfriend. I'm going to Hawaii. My life begins. Essentially running. So what I can tell you, kits, is this: as I'm about to pull for you, the idea of that is like, I had no intention of this. The universe is like, but wait, there's more. And so that's what ended up happening. And so a whole lot of that in my life ended up happening. And there's delay in that, like saying, what is this? There's a weird pause. It's not punishment. It's alignment of some sort. So let's take a look. First card. This is the golden position. This would be short throw energy to the logic. And also it's right underneath the emotions, right? It's saying study or love. You have choice, but you have a different kind of choice, because you can't just go run to them choice. You can't say, hey, I'm going to hang out choice. It's study. What are you going to do in that downtime that they're not around, right? When they move away, what do? Do you just go study tarot cards? Or do you study watching NCIS binge watching? You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds silly, but what are you doing in that downtime? The universe is saying this is that moment. You look at, how do you make your soul, your shadow self, better? How do you improve the purpose of who you are? How do you say, hey, we have a disconnect. Don't worry about what they're doing, because that's the moment we're going to look at that silence. I'm going to talk about that. But that silence is part of this. But what are you doing to make yourself better? That's the only thing the universe cares about, right? Because that silence is going to make it feel like you're competing. And we're going to need to stop that, because if you get quiet with them, it's not going to feel, you have to find a new balance of communication, a new style of communication. And there's the cups again. That's the nurturing. That's the Cancer. That's the Chariot energy. That's the travel energy. Getting used to the travel, back, forth, back, forth. That's the Cups energy. That's the water energy. That's the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. That's the feelings. That's the rebirth. That's the whole, hey, we're going to start traveling. We're going to figure out how we're going to make this work. Does it matter? Yeah, it could be 10 of Cups energy at the end of the rainbow here. We could be like, oh my God, this is amazing. And if you ever seen 10 of the Cups, you see the rainbow on the top, you see the kids. It's amazing energy. If you want to make this work, it can work. You're coming at this saying, I want to make this work. That's the energy you're presenting right now. You're looking forward in this relationship. This is conduit energy. I'm not taking that many. What is going on here? But kits, there is this moment of pause. There's this moment of question, right? Look at this. I'm laughing because I felt this card. This is long term, but this is like, they're not looking forward. They're looking up. They're looking straight. They're saying, wait, this is neither there nor neither here and there nor everywhere. Because what it is, you're between worlds. Your feet aren't even on the ground. This is an angelic connection. You know the universe is saying you're being paused for a reason. Could you wait 2 years, 3 years for them in this position? Could you wait a decade? Or would you move on? That's the real question. The question is, what you really need to be asking is, do you already have the answer? Like, you don't need to find the answer. Do you know that answer? Because I think you already have it, and you just want someone to confirm the answer. And that's all that matters, because once that energy starts to introduce or start to reintroduce what's before you, that's when those words will say, aha, by the way, I've been thinking. Because you know what you already know. Because these are all in what I would consider reverse, but they're being handed down from the divine. Let's bridge the gap for just a second. No, man. Dude, you kidding me, bro? I just want one. There we go. You're both out in the cold. Look, it's the intuition playing its part. You guys will grow exponentially. You're halfway home. Do you want to continue or not? This is a moment you both have permission from the life lesson to say you did great. You'll get partial credit from the life lesson, from what you built. If you keep going, you build and you grow and you become. You do what you do. You don't have to do what they do. You don't worry about what they do. You do what you do best. You grow, you build. But what are you doing with that downtime? Can you answer that question? It's not a trick question, because that's what's really being asked of you. So that's what actually happens here. That's what's going to happen. Snaya's up next. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, share the channel. Let people know I'm out here, and let people know I exist. Let people know I'm here. Let people know why these little 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders surround my desk, and I'm like, get the hell away from me. And they're like, no. I'm like, really? Son of a bitch. It's kind of fun. I do appreciate you guys. Look, see, this card just jumped. So fun. No, I love imbuing this little knowledge. They don't even know they have a cosmic next to them, right? They just know me as their STEM teacher. What do you want? I'm like, why are you in my room? I just want to talk to you. I said, I'm busy. I have my feet up on the desk. Get out of here. It's fun stuff. It's so fun. No, but real, I love this energy. I love this connection. You have it. You have the answer. You know what you have. Are you strong enough to outlast it? And it's you have to carry your half of your half of the package. Being honest, we all look for this, and I love the idea of meeting somebody and connecting, but that person, it's like imagine dating someone that can match you. That's the real question. Imagine dating that person that can match you. Not the one that can't, you're always going to break it up. No, the one who's like, I got you, and will always match you. Like, what? You know, if this is not for you, then bounce out. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's do this. All right, I know Snaya's here. Is Shraddick here? Shraddick was in here earlier, and for whatever reason, it kept skipping Shraddick. Like everyone else kept getting picked but Shraddick. And I just want to see if Shraddick's here. I appreciate you, Shraddick. Yeah, I don't know. It literally, I see that you're in here in the queue. It grabs Snaya. But it skipped you. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna put you out, put you here, and I'll pause the queue for a minute. Not leaving. I'm just gonna pause the queue just so we can hang. I was like, what in the hell? I was waiting to see if it would pick you. I'm not trying to be mean, but I wanted to see what would happen. But you've been in the queue for over an hour. That's interesting. All right, so let's do this. Snaya, what's the deal? What are you looking for? It's just us hanging now. It's just Brenduska, myself, you. Make sure we're giving love to Brenduska. Think of white light when you think of Brenduska. When you think of Brenduska, you see the picture, you see her name. Think of white light, like you're trying to heal, trying to give her some good vibes. And then think of right? Go Go How are you guys? I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate you guys coming by. I appreciate you stopping in and taking your time and coming back and rewatching the videos and seeing what's up, what other people got. And the fascinating thing is like why these cards jump out like haha, gotcha. But we're all sitting there going, thank you. I guess. But yeah, Brenduska, I can also read for you. Because I should do for you, Brenduska, is do a Celtic cross. Yeah. So I can hang out for a little bit and we can see what happens. I might be able to reopen the queue if there's enough people, because I'm just hanging out, honestly. I'm not even recording today. This was an off day and I just was sitting here. So that's all I was doing. All right, Snaya, do you want to pick your 2 tarot decks, or you want me just to read? You want me just to read and see what happens? You want me just to go? I think, like I said, by next Saturday's Cards and Coffee, I'll just kind of use that system where I'm just like going, don't caring. Like, not like I don't care, but yeah. So I'll just do like that. Like I would just pick for you and read. So me and you are on the same page right now. So that's what, like, so I would have to pick this tarot deck. Like, see, like this one's calling to me. Like that, I didn't mean to put that like that. That just happened. Right? Yeah. So see how much quicker this would be for all of us? Yeah. And so I'll pull 5 is alive. Just draw it. We'll just see what you get out of this. Like, this is gonna be interesting for, I think, for a few of us. Get a little smack or two in there. All right, Snail, let's take a look here. The Tratic is next. Like I said, I just turned the queue off. I'm hanging out, and then you want maybe Brenduska, maybe I can read a Celtic Cross. I think you might need it. Some good energy. That's some good energy. Like, I knew that was some good energy. Life lessons, working, soul tribe. All right, let's go. Make me take more than one, so we're gonna go with it. 7 of Pentacles is a really, really angelic card. I'm gonna kind of give you guys the heads up now. It's the ending of Taurus season. It's that May 11th to May 20th. But what it is, it's that it's in my readings. When this card comes out, you can actually see how there's this cloud. You're blocked. Your crown chakra is gonna get blocked. I'm gonna tell you really right now. It's in that mid-May timeline. You're gonna lose access to your intuition. It's actually a good thing. It's downloads. So you're basically getting a lot of downloads, and that's what's going to be going down here, because you're not going to be able to see, hear, or kind of get connected. This is a lot of intelligence. But what it's telling me to tell you is that your soul is getting a lot of downloads during that timeline. I don't know why they're telling me to tell you this now, when they're telling me to give you the heads up that this matters, because whatever this leads into, this is the golden position. Because without Celtic Cross energy, this is saying golden position, saying it's coming in. Mid-deck pull, yeah, new start. I'm telling you, like, I can feel your energy. This actually top down. This means like this is coming down harmony. It's not reverse by any stretch. It's actually in a beautiful way. It's heading into the future. It's saying we're jumping off the, gravity does not even matter to you in that sense. Like past life, you're heading into some kind of beautiful new opportunity where, like, you won't even need me. Essentially, you'll need me less and less and less. And if you and I don't speak as less, I welcome you, like, into the whatever you find. I really do. I bless you, kiss you on the forehead. I promise you, whatever clarity you find is my gift. Like, I hope you find that, because that's the part of this that we're looking for, right? It's you going into this, going deeper. 8 of Cups it kind of gets a bad rap sometimes, but the 8 of Cups for me is that moon energy, spiritual. It's the angelic energy. It's when you go dark, you go deep. So the 8 of Cups for me is the beginning of Pisces energy, moon energy. And Pisces for me is one, if not the deepest intuitive signs. I don't know how I can, and I'm an Aquarius and I'm a Libra, and I'm like, I would love to be like, nope, Aquarius are one of the most intuitive or aware signs, intuitively aware signs. But the Pisces are one of the most intuitively adept signs. So I can tell you that the Pisces have a different take on intuition. That's a better way to put it. But this 8 of Cups in general, when I read it, it's feelings in intuition. It's saying, hey, walk away from what's not working energetically, take it back, boom, use it. It's like, get it. It's get your energy back and make it work for you, right? It's like wasting gas on machines that don't work anymore. It's like, no, what are you doing? Like, why are you going to waste fuel on that, right? Why would we waste our fuel putting that into machines that we're not going to use anymore? Oh, did you fill a tank to the old tractor out there that's covered in grass? What? No. Oh, it's like that. So you're the one who has to maintain the one that's no. So it's move on. This is move on. All those things work. They served you for a time. That's okay, but it's okay to maintain those boundaries and move on. That's what those 9s start representing, and that's what that 10s start to get into. Say, hey, I'm done. Like, I'm leaving my legacy. I'm done. beautiful. You don't need permission to evolve. You don't need that moment of clarity to say, hey, I'm doing this, but you have it. You definitely get your clarity. You get your moment of I'm past life energies calling me to walk away from things that I don't need anymore. But you're going to get turned, like, there's some point in May, you're either going to go through some kind of mental fog or some mid-May energy that's going to lock you down. But you're going to get downloaded. It's like a funnel comes in, and you get clarity on a whole bunch of stuff. Because your intuition's going to try to speak. I'm telling you, endings. There's a major ending. Something's shifting for you. You're like, I'm done with you, and also you over there. Like, yeah, look at the Emperor jumping out. Look at. It's kind of like, shut it, leave me alone, and you walk away from things. Crazy good. Crazy. All right, let's keep going. Taking ownership. Can't hate that. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Yeah, that's so funny. So, yeah. You're picking up on that Aquarius Libra energy too. That's funny. Am I right? That's so good. I love iced tea. How do you guys not like iced tea like me? What's wrong with you guys? Delicious. All right. I think Stratic's next. What do you guys think? Decks 4 and 6. Good job on the numbers. Right there in the question. We're liking this. See how much easier this all becomes for everybody. And what energies are coming up next for me. If you guys are looking for a more extended reading, $10 donation gives you the 9+ card reading, because I'll sometimes pull a couple extras because I get a little nosy. A $20 donation will just read the Celtic Cross. I'll do a full Celtic Cross for you guys live. And it's just really an energetic exchange, and what it also does, it gives us a chance to kind of appreciate the reading and really dive all the way into you. Otherwise, you can book with me over at cosmicboogeyman.com, or take some time to see me at Cosmic Boogeyman. We can kind of chat too. I'm also there for that too, just to kind of do some deep intuitive work. Let's take a look here and see what Stratic has. What energies are coming up for you? Whack. Wackadoo here. Ooh, wow. That is a divine being here, right? We have the temperance energy, patience energy. Maybe it's patience is paying off. The balance, the harmony, the moderation is starting to come back. This could be you getting into some major depth energy. Yeah, you're committing to this new version of yourself, Stratic. I like this. All the spiritual work, and now you're saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. This is divine influence. This is that divine blueprint saying, I've done all the research, now what? And it's saying we're locking in. Self-imposed, I'm gonna look, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna really make an effort to put effort into this. Right? Not just saying I like it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Curiosity Kid. Wow. I think you're already doing this. You might already be, if not on the journey, you have set it in motion, or the divine being, the energy, the temperance energy coming in saying it's already here. It's angelic influence, or you have angelic energy in your reading saying that this is, you are self-sacrificing. You are very, very powerful. And on top of that, you're patient. I love what I see here. And you're curious about life, and you're willing to say, my inner child is not quite super vulnerable, but I'm willing to take a look. And so you're willing to kind of be mobile and explore, and that part of it I love for you, because your divine blueprint is open, and the angel's saying, let's look at this. Let's see what you're meant to be doing in life. And there's another messenger. The Page of Pentacles are the divine messengers. That's what they really are for me. They're basically another dimensional messenger. You know, when you see the 1111 or you see this song play and you go, that feels good. Yeah, that's the interdimensional messengers. That's when you're feeling a message from the other side, from some other person, from that person thinking about you, the one that misses you, the one that you really felt abandoned by, the person that withdrew that moment. That's those interdimensional messages. That's the ones that, hey, the wishes did come true in the other timeline. That's what this is. And that's the universe saying, we could plant the pentacle here in this, but we don't. We're not going to. We're going to kind of hold back on it. And so when you're asking about energies, you're picking up on different dimensional energies. I need to pull one more card for you, though. I want to see what this is. Mid-deck pull. Wow. you're aware of like the consequences of different timeline shifts or collapsing timelines. That has to be what this is. So you've learned all this stuff, and it's saying, now what do you do when you start putting it into practice? And I mean in your practice, your existence, your life. See? Split the deck again. How crazy. Welcome to your new reality. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. I love this for you. All right, my friends, let's keep going. How bananas is this? What is that all about?
There's a stage in your tomorrow with your name in light.
Actually, I just said to Brenduske, I said we're just hanging out. Yeah, you're welcome. I said to Brenduske, I said I can read for them, do a Celtic cross first. If we have time, I'm just hanging out. If people are on chat, cause I cleared the queue pretty quick. I was actually very efficient. But it's testing this new system of how I want to run things. That's what we're doing. So when a Wednesday night happens or a Friday night, you know, I can handle how busy it gets. So I know it wasn't going to be as busy, yeah. All right, Brenduska, give me 2 tarot decks, and we can come up with a question if you want. Like hidden narrative questions or whatever you need. Yeah, I think, yeah, Lilith, you're tomorrow. Let's see. Professor. 1 and 2 it is.
She did not ascend. She returned to the place she never left. Only.
All right, let's take a look. Are you looking for a question? Do you have a question? Do you want to? Is this health related? Is this? We could dial this all the way in. Like, what are you resisting? What are you looking for? What's life hiding? Ooh. All right, so a general question. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens. So this was really fun for me the other day. Oh, I'll take 2. I guess I'll take 2. Oh, wow. All right. Angelic, obviously. Queen. So we got 2 cards. We got the Angelic Queen of Cups, and we got the Angelic, what's that? King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, I'll start with first because it's in reverse. I'm not saying it's a bad card, but it's definitely more prominent in this situation. Because this is the number 1 position. This is what I was doing on the Members Only Monday. It's just saying, hey, this is the current situation that you're in. And you're kind of like saying, it could be a man or woman, but someone patient in a really high position, or someone in a position of authority, friendship or whatever, because of the cup here, is saying, hey, they're offering help, advice, or whatever. This could be at any time, place. But the Queen of Cups here, I was trying to see if I could catch anything on the side here, but the Queen of Cups energy is a little different in that respect, that it's giving you the sense of nurturing, right? Giving you a sense of feelings. Because obviously you get the intuition, the Cancer energy, the depth energy, the emotions. But I talk about the cup being covered all the time, right? But there's honesty here. There's looking towards it. There's the practical, turning dreams energy into reality by the earth energy from the water energy. And so as we keep reading, we're going to go into that, what is underneath everything, the recent things that were influencing the whole reading. And this is the divine blueprint, and this is what we get again, which has been really prominent here with the Knight of Wands energy in reverse. So the Knight of Wands energy is typically Sag energy, could also be patience energy, past life energy, because when we get to past life, we get the Knight in the shining armor, we have the wand obviously, but we have the desert. And I don't really talk too much about the desert, but the desert does matter. You know, we like, think about the Knight of Pentacles, right, with the crops, and they could plant it. This is obviously not that. This is a little different, right? Because in this situation, especially in reverse, this is saying, hey, you know, we need more. We need more. You can't, in the Knight of Pentacles, they have all that green land and all that like plentiful how do I want to say, fertile land. You could, so they're saying, hey, you could plant at any time. This is not that, especially in this reverse situation. It's saying you really need more life, more adventure life, more challenge in your life, saying, what else are you going to do? What else are we going to do here? So it wants me to take for the what I consider to be like the past influences, things that kind of pushed into your life and made a difference. Ooh, stress. Does that sound familiar? Maybe, possibly. But this Akashic card says you were pushed into stress because the Akashic energy, which is pushing you into living life, is saying you've been pushed a little too far. Like someone pushed you a little too far, or trying to push you a little too far. Not that you wanted to be pushed far, but it just did. So the universe said, I put this person or put this new attitude of how you exist out there. So you can say, I don't want to do this. I don't want that. I know I don't want this in my life. And so whatever that was, this thing that kind of tested you and said, I know I don't want this, but I want this. Those things that ever happened really challenge you to see living meant this to you, but it doesn't mean that to you. And that's the big difference, especially when you're crossing into material. You're saying in my human life. Mid-deck pull it out. Look at this communication, Akashic card too. How cool is that? So this is your goal, saying, hey, I want to be with someone who can communicate with me, talk to me, let me know what's up, let me feel that talking, the communication, let you know when you're in a good communicative space. Talking is such a wonderful thing. It's sexy, right? It could even be like, hey, having like a pause, or you know, this is the signs of a relationship. It's you can't get to all stages without being able to communicate. Stage 2, and this is telling me to tell you that you're at that place as a Queen of Cups, as a deep nurturer, saying if you want to be able to build this, it has to be beneficial to all parties. Even when there's a pause or problems, you have to say, hey, can we have a treaty? Can we pause and talk about this? Once we pick 2 cards, we're getting that 9 of Swords angelic with the Strength card, Akashic. Getting a lot of powerful cards, just so you know. I don't know if this is resonating with you, but it feels like it's really deep work. So I'm going to start with the 9 of Swords because it's not only angelic, but it's also, how do I want to say this? It's also a little bit of that tie-in to your feelings. So past people could affect it, because future relationships, future influence, anything that's going to push into your life, it's going to be tied to these past people too. And that's one of those things we're going to be careful of, because we're going to say, well, so-and-so did this, you know, so-and-so did that. And we get tied to that. We go, well, so you're going to be like so-and-so, and like whoever that person could be. And we all get into that place. I remember this person, and it's really that harsh relationship, those standards, those harsh conditions that we were imposed by. Like this person made us do that. They did this to us. And it really made us sad or dissatisfied. And that built up our strength, our blueprint energy, that strength energy. That's why I want to end with this part. I'll keep going, but I mean end on this future energy, because I want to start with this and say that's how you became the powerful person you were. You didn't start strong. You're ending strong in this new future, saying, oh, you had to build the strength. So someone didn't make you strong. They challenged you to be strong and said, I double dog dare you to be the strong version of yourself. And they didn't make you strong. You just had to realize who you were to be strong. So when we start looking at this like new version of yourself in the future, you're realizing you have to be, you have to realize you are a wonderful, wonderful person. You change lives. You very much matter. And on a divine blueprint, this is not this lifetime. This is many lifetimes. Look at all of these swords. Look at all of the intelligence you bring. And when we look at this, we're going to move into your negative self-image. This is going to be fascinating, because sometimes we don't see ourselves in this place, right? It's choice energy. Maybe you don't always see yourself. You're like, do I really have that much power? Am I really that good? And maybe that's because of past influence, past people, past lives, past persons. I don't know, it could be other people that maybe affected you. But these people coming in could honestly be affecting you in a way that you didn't expect, because when we look at ourselves, we say, did I deserve that? Was that for me? And when you sit there and you how do I say this? When you're sad enough, you realize that you get to a point where you break, you go, this is not for me. And you kind of, when you get sad enough. But when you speak, I guess, honestly, it's going to clear not only the air for yourself, but it's going to give you the results and say, I really do deserve love, because you're not going to see it for yourself. And there's our Queen of Wands that I've been talking about earlier. But this is the solar output. This is like saying, I'm living this existence, past life, intuitively. Queen of Wands energy coming in saying, I matter. I matter because I choose to matter, not because you make me matter. I choose to matter because I want others to see me, but I choose to matter because I've always mattered. And this reverse queen here comes in, and it really says, maybe it's worrisome about losing control of their emotions. Maybe it worries that you're going to lose control of feeling good, get attached to it. There's that Capricorn attachment energy, right? And it comes in with that T-Stain Tarot, the first one saying, our imminent fear or even dreams are like, I love it too much. I'm getting scared. I'm going to love it too much. And that becomes part of it. Falling in love with something that you really enjoy. And because you've been told to don't be attached to something. But what's the problem with enjoying something that you enjoy? What's the problem with enjoy? Because people have been told for over their lifetimes, don't enjoy something. Why? But no one can argue why, right? Because you're learning to accept yourself and like yourself for who you are. This is who you are. I mean, we all love you for who you are. And if someone can't like you for who you are, even the faults, I'm sorry, you're not perfect, but even for those faults, and you're like, hey, I'm becoming a better person. The faults make me realize I'm a better person. And the universe says, yeah, they're not perfect. Neither am I. I'm not perfect. We're not perfect people, but we're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to be the best, happiest versions of ourselves. Let's mid-deck pull and get to this last card here. There it is. Yeah. Five of Swords, angelic. It's that outcome card. It's the one that says, hey, you're fighting for something, right? We're always battling. And sometimes we take it out on others, right? How many of you guys started a battle with somebody else because you felt like it was like you were so mad? But when you fail, right, it's okay. But you have to learn sometimes in that shallow place, that pride, and you really look at yourself and say, if you're good and you're trying to be the best version of yourself, what does that bring out? What is that going to eventually bring out to you? Because when we learn to swallow pride, or even say you can even hear me, and when you swallow pride and say, hey, I'm not perfect, I can just try to be the best version of myself, what does that do? Because then your own abilities will really just become better and better and better. It brings peace, because you're not trying to be the best, be the perfect version, because there is no perfect version. People want to say they're perfect, but no, think about the best basketball player in the history of basketball. They didn't hit 100% of shots. You look at their stats, and they're all 100%. None of them have that. None of them have that. Doesn't matter. And so what I'm telling you is they improved. They got better and better, and then they declined. And so there's a moment in life when you move on to other things. And there's a moment when they try to figure something out. And that's what it is in life. And people can associate to that because there's stats, there's numbers. But that doesn't make them who they are. And this doesn't make you who you are. You're just evolving as you gain this moment of saying, I am not the best at what I am, but I'm trying to be the best version of who I want to be. Heartbreak. We always hate heartbreak. King of Pentacles. Oh. Mm-hmm. Man, I'm styled all the way in on that. Styled all the way in. How is everyone doing? Yeah. Branduska. What are you thinking? I think a lot of people doubt themselves. Yeah, guys, we're just hanging out. We're literally just chilling for a little bit. We're just seeing what's going on. So I'm on for about 2 hours. I'm just seeing if anyone's still here, seeing what's popping. So I figured I would give Brenduska a Celtic cross here. I know stuff's going on in her life. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. BLT, I mentioned you. Actually, I was talking about you earlier. How about that? You weren't even here, and I mentioned you in good light. I did. Can't remember what I was saying, actually. Does anyone remember what I said? I can't remember what I was talking about. But yeah, it's you guys matter to me, like all of you. Like, think about that. And it's not that I'm trying to think about who I was thinking about the other day and how they were doing. Oh, Shannon Sprung, I think it was, because she had come on here a while back, and so I was thinking about her too. So like, there's people all the time I'm like thinking about you guys and how you are and like what goes on after the readings, because I have no idea. Like, I can just read what I read and pull out that information and see what happens. And it's an experiment in and of itself. I don't think we're putting together some kind of social experiment that has never been done before, where we have documentation of video and putting this data out there at some level and saying, hey, this worked or it didn't work. And that's why I think I like when you guys put comments out there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're gonna try to get more organized, especially over the summer. I'm gonna get the moderators access to the queue, so they can actually add and take people out of the queue and stuff, and they can do a queue check and say, hey, who's here? Let us know, make some noise, and then they can add people in and out. But if you're not in the queue, it's one of the weird things that happens in the queue that I don't like. There's a standby, and then there's like an on deck, and then in the standby, you guys know you're there, but you come back and you're like, oh, I'm gone. It's because you were put into on deck and you didn't know. And that's what a lot of times people go, oh my God, I'm not there anymore. So, and so that's what it is. And so I love having you guys have access when you have access, and not like, I think Ethereal and Brenduska had it. Ethereal said it broke, but yes, getting you guys access was very helpful to me. It was probably one of the most helpful things I had, and we stopped using it because, one, I think we kind of just fell into like, I was randomly on. 2, Brenduska had to take break from the channel for a bit. 3, Ethereal ended up making their life successful. God damn it. No, Ethereal ended up making their own channel, which was awesome. And this was a challenge for everybody in our lives. And I was like, oh man. But if you remember, like sometimes I had a lot of people in lives. It was crazy. And it's not that the channel's not successful. It's just it's got a different success now. And it's and I got frustrated on Wednesday. And it was not anybody. It was just like a bunch of things in my life. And I was sitting there and I'm taking stock and I'm like, I'm a teacher. I'm like, why am I not fixing this? And so, and it's not about anything. But definitely one of those things, like the music and all this, I added this in. Not just for me, but for all of us. Because it basically, I could shut my mind off and just let myself read. Brenduska is the Cosmic Mother. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Ethereal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's been, I think, because we have state testing, we have a lot of things, but it's just all excuses, I guess, really. And I think the happiest I've been was when I was reading live last summer. Like, and I had just this, and that's when the best readings come out. That's when I'm so like disconnected from everything, and I can just dial all the way in. And I practiced. And that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing for full time. So I'm not preoccupied with anything else, like the projects that I have to do with the kids at school, or 3D printing or stuff. It's not like, and I don't want to say it's a bad thing, because it's not. It's different. But I appreciate it. And we're always in a rush to move to the next big thing for ourselves in life. Yeah. I'm chiming in. It's a form of meditation. What is this? My channel, or you're chiming in, Michaela? I saw someone with the name Michaela the other day, and I started chuckling because I obviously in my head heard Michaela. Mm-hmm. But it's fascinating to see the success of other people. And there's almost like it's a container. Like if you have too much too fast, the container cracks and breaks. And I think I gave this example the other day. It's one of the better examples I can come up with. But think about getting married in Vegas after meeting in like 2 or 3 hours. Like, that immediate love. And I'm not saying, being inebriated. But obviously that would play a part too, right? But I'm saying falling in love in Vegas and, hey, we're getting married, versus your hometown, where it's very unlikely you're going to get married at 3 a.m. But Vegas has made a big thing of that. But you're more likely to have an annulment. It's not lasting. It's very unlikely to last. So it's just a fascinating thing. Because one of those things that happens is you are faced with reality. And because reality, it doesn't need proof. It just carries, hey, is this certainly going to work or not? Can you certainly be together? Well, they live in Colorado and I live in Wisconsin. And I have this big job and they have a family. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, boom, reality just strikes you. Even if you are really in love, you fell for each other fast. And so that's what happens for a lot of people. And when I study stuff, I really do. I go deep, man. I study it's not just twin flames. Twin flames is an energy I know to exist, and it doesn't just live in us. The I am. It's a interdimensional add-on, like a feature. That's why you get so infatuated, and that's why as soon as twin flame energy kicks on, it's like you basically have a race car driver driving you to school. It's like that takes the wheel and says, no, you sit there. I got the wheel. That you both have your own race car. It's real. It exists. I've tested it. For Christ's sake, I've tested it. Ooh, man, it's sexy though, isn't it? Right? It's hot. But then you're chasing each other. It's like you're not even in control of your energy. Oh, man. And then when they crash hard. What you want is divine partnership, right? It's like a choreographed love. It's really good. So I appreciate you guys. I do. I take time to think, if I didn't have this, what would I be doing? And you guys really do make a difference, not just to me, to each other. And I think that's the thing we don't take into account. I read for you, and other people go, wow, thank you. And that's a big deal for stuff. That's a big deal for a lot of people. It's your energy I'm reading. I take that very serious. And if you haven't done so, follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and really look at me if you're on other social media. And they're very good at this. Ask yourself later on when you're doing this. You get stuck on one social media, right? A lot of people be on Instagram and they go, oh, and then all of a sudden you're hijacked into another one, or you go into something else and you're like, oh, I'm on Facebook Reels all of a sudden. It's weird, because they're really good at navigating you. So that's why I try to put my stuff across all social media. because it matters. It's an important thing to share your messages back to you, because I just cut a lot of the stuff that we had today. Like, how could I not? It linked right up. Right, the first, second, and third messages had like the back ending cards lead to the first card. Because essentially that's what we had today. Like, come on. I didn't pick any of the tarot decks. I was like, hey, you guys decide. Like, okay. Bananas. So I welcome you guys to follow me across all social. The only one I'm not really getting too much into anymore is what was it? Golly. We'll look it up. Only because I felt like it was like more fashion and stuff, and I'm like, what is this? And my oldest Elliot was like, oh, you need to be on this. Oh, Lemonade. But I'm on X, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, obviously, Instagram. I'm a little bit on Threads, Blue Sky. I don't really talk about Blue Sky too much. I'm on Blue Sky, but I'm post on those. I post on them pretty regularly. I don't go crazy. But if you're on any of them, if I want to hear from my velvety voice serenaded you, that's what I do. I post, try to pick the best of the best messages we've gotten out of these readings. Or I'll cut together the teaching tarot. I'll cut together some of that, and I just reshare that out. And they kind of get like a little blurb of, hey, you ever notice this in the card? And I share that out with you guys. It's so fun. I love that. Oh yeah, that's right. Ethereal was talking about the meteor that hit Ohio. That stuff's bananas too. Ethereal, okay, Ethereal, can you get me a piece of the meteor with your fame? Just say, I'm Ethereal Moonlight. I find that stuff, like, with all the interdimensional beings and the ships and stuff, I find that to be cool. Yeah. Ethereal, do you know anyone that was near the meteor that was near you? See, what do you mean the government? Aren't you? You know people. You know people. Ethereal. You know people. Was it in the city of Cleveland though, or was it just near there? You think it's like the Miami aliens? You think it's like something like that? Or what was the other one? Las Vegas aliens? Remember that other one? How crazy would that be? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I had this weird premonition years ago about that stuff. But I was dating this girl. A weird time in my life, but I was dating this girl, and her son was young, like he was middle school. But I had dreamed he was in college, or we were looking at colleges, and I was still with her, and he was like late teens, kind of like getting ready to go to colleges, and we were visiting, and we were at the campus. We were walking, and we looked up, and there's all these meteors come flying in. And they said, get to underground. And we went into and I woke up. That was so weird. Well, think about when they were chasing the balloons, a couple of years back, and they shot down balloons, right? And they couldn't get to them. They were in the Antarctic. I think that was like the Antarctic or whatever. So, and they just shut down. They just stopped talking about it. No big deal. So that was interesting. That was also fascinating, right? Because that was under the Bush. Yeah, the Bush administration. No, actually, that was actually Biden's. Banned from New York. Turn into jewelry, like a necklace. Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome. If anyone gets a piece of it, let me know. I'll wear it like a necklace. That's how the kids get away. Or a ring? A ring? If I wore the ring? Oh my god, reading? That'd be great. Right? Hey, like this? Hey, like this? Right? This big. I wouldn't cut it down or nothing, just like this. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, it's so good, right? Get a couple of them, like this. You guys wouldn't be able to see the cards. Like this. Like, what in the hell's this guy doing? He got a couple of rocks on his hand. I'll make it like, I'll do fill-ins till I get that. Yo, that's people definitely be wearing that. Like, they want people to notice it. That would be my thumbnail. Like this. Oh my god, that would absolutely be my thumbnail. Like this, holding a card. You can't even see the card. It's like that. It's so stupid. My god. My gosh. Right? Yes or no? That's so dumb. Mm-hmm. Big rocks all over my hands. Just make it up. I'll just make it up. Billy lie. I shouldn't have said anything. I should have put a ring on this. I should have hot glued a ring on the bottom and just said I got a piece of that meteorite the other day. And started my channel one day with that. That would have been funny. Because you guys all would have known I was lying. Totally lying to you. Yeah, they're right. It's just broken island. It's like it's clearly marble. It's like an old toilet. It's like a piece of an old toilet. Clearly, that, you know, it's like the corner of the old toilet on me. Like, oh, like Cosmic, dude, you're lying to us. We know you're lying. It's fine. So funny. No, they would know I'm using a toilet. I'm sorry, Ethereal. People would know it's toilet. Right? Pieces of a sink. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, but I'm pretty sad that, yeah, that's new, right? It's like IKEA. So Ethereal, what do you know about this meteorite that you found? I would hope they're not that gullible. That's funny though. I have seen stuff like crazy like that though. Actually, you know what's funny about these stones that you guys see around here? This is just what I've naturally been given over the years. Like, people have either given me one or I've kind of found it, or It's not me seeking them out and going, I need this one now. Like, I have to acquire that one. Yeah, like, this is stuff that has just happened to be kind of given to me over the years as I've worked on it. And it's fun because I appreciate that. But it's not like, for me, it's like, I want you guys to understand, it's not a gimmick. It's not like I went and bought a bunch of stones. It's me. It's my stuff that I've had. And I just was like, oh, I'm going to put them out here. Because now I have purpose for them. But it's taken decades to get what you see here on the table. That's what's cool about it, right? Like, some of these are from, like, when I went to the beach with the kids. You know, some was like gifts, like, for when I was little. It's really interesting. But I love it. Like, one of these, I was actually, when my mother-in-law passed away years ago, she was super, super young, and she had died. There's a couple in here that I got from her. I taken from her, but she was actually really influential too in the reading. But just kind of like the letting go, and and believing to receive. But that part of her, it was wonderful. Ah, you guys. I think I was saying that earlier too, like how your intuition's like, it would say something and then your logic goes, wait. I think that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, right? Because doesn't your intuition say something first and your logic tries to disrupt you and say, but wait, hold up. Like, they like me. I know they like me. But your logic goes, let me explain something to you. And you're like, shut up. I don't know. It's that pattern or that feeling. I don't know which one it is, but because we try to complicate our lives a lot of times, and that's that overthinking. We spiral. So, and once the mind learns something, it can't unlearn it. And even if it only figures something out, it's going to fill in the pattern. It's going to fill in that blank for the pattern. So, and that's what the whole thing with that stone thing is. Like, you guys are kidding. Like, we're like, oh, people go, oh, I know what this is. I think it's okay. And it's just, they'll fill in blanks. That's why it's funny to us all. Because people would just fill in the blanks if they saw it. And that's what we're not mentioning, right? It's layered. It really is. It's a fun way to joke. It's just it's an intelligent way, to be honest. But if you look at relationships and consciousness and connection, it's really how the brain processes all that connection. And we become aware of what that thing is. And that's why it's funny, because you're like, what is that rock? It's so like, well, what is that piece of zinc or tile that's on their finger? And people can be like really aware or conditioned to say, oh, they're hiding something, or they're open to, hey, anything could be anything. And it's a different way to look at it. That's why it's fun. It's like, what are they hiding, or what is this really to me? What is this visually going to be to me? All right. How you guys doing? Sorry, don't mean to just chat with you, but I'm just hanging. I'm honestly just hanging for the last few minutes. I got a private reading here in a couple hours, but I'm honestly gonna just hang. So I'm just decompressing. This is what I would do after I'd sign off anyway. So I'm just giving you guys that moment to kind of chill with me, and I appreciate you being with you. Just doing the decompress. But if you're looking for a reading and you're like, I need to get read, let me know. Pop in chat. Let me know. Otherwise, we're just kind of podcasting, I guess. It's, I guess, a way to put it. And I got here early. Actually, I got here at noontime. I was doing some work, doing some of my own things, and oh yeah, you wanted one card. What do you want one card for? What is this, general? Is this love? What is this? What do you want the one card for? Why can't you tell me? Can you give me the one deck? Or do I get to pick the deck? Five of Cups, regret. What is that? Tea Stain Tarot. Should I shuffle it, or do you want to pick the tarot deck? You have intuition. That's what I'm saying. You're just like, you're trying to give me, you want me to be in the driver's seat. What regret is this? No idea. We said one card. That's what it is. It's regret. It's right from the universe. Regret. You have opportunity sitting right in front of you. Look. So something's stalling because you're facing something else. Friends, family, passion. So, it's like you're holding on something. You're holding on to something. Yeah. It's, you're very patient. I mean, you're a loving person, right? And think about when you're on your channel, right? And your channel, and you're hanging out, you're doing your thing. You're a very patient person. What's the attraction to that patience? Because if you're sitting in regret, you're sitting in like unfulfilled energy. What is it you need to be fulfilled with? Because it's two different places, two different worlds, two different energies. Like when you're here, it's a different energy for you. Right? You just exist, you know? You're seen to be seen. You know, you don't have to be anything. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to be anybody. And sometimes it's comforting. It's actually remarkable to watch you guys settle into this energy. And sometimes it scares the hell out of you, but not for everyone. And so this is your oasis sometimes. And it's fun. And you're existing. And so that's the thing. You offer such a depth to people, but then there's times you just need to recharge your battery. Who? Oh, man. So I think it's like the deeper you're going, it's the truth, the more you're understanding something. It's not control. Like, you know, that's the thing here. It's you're not in control, and neither am I. Like, to be fair to you guys, I'm not in control. We're not in control. When I pull cards, we're not in control. We want to think we're in control. That's the soft landing here. We want to think we have control. And mutual attraction is when you meet someone who's like, hey, we're not in control. They're like, we're not in control. And so when you realize you're with people and you're with friends and family, and you're like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Like, right? Yeah. And that's what it is. And I'm not saying live your existence with no sense of direction. That's not what I'm telling you. But understand, you can't control every aspect of your life. That's exhausting. But you can control if you're learning, you're taking time to how do I want to say this? To grow, to become. Because what I realize is the energy that we embody is what really shapes the outcome of what we become. And there's an unseen influence. There's some part of what we do. Think about your thoughts become reality. Like I would love to have this kind of gum. And your friend's like, hey, you want the new raspberry whatever gum? You know, I mean, it's like weird. It's like, what the hell? Like, I was just thinking of that gum. And you can't prove it. Like, you walk away, like you say, I was just thinking about it. They go, cool. What, you want some? Like, sure. It's just like, okay, coincidence. But there's all these experiments. I talked about that. I mean, we talked about the double slit experiment. We talked about like if you focus in your intentions and you put, it's there. But it's more than just manifesting. It's your intention. It's your putting it out there. I love when you guys, I love when I do this too. I love when we break through that goddamn noise. You know, the truth is the loudest thing out there. When you break through that, that's when everything happens. And most of the times what happens is the noise, you know what it really is? It's love, it's desire, it's connection. And that's what I found. And I love playing in that noise. I love playing in love, desire, connection, that rawness. And because I'm not afraid to step outside that comfort zone. Like, what does someone truly feel? How come we don't express? How come this is that? Yes, right. Yeah. For me too, me personally. And when I get into that deepest fear, that one feeling of myself, others, or you, and how we look at each other, that deepest fear is so profound. It's scary, but it's profound. There's true intention, there's connection, there's something hidden. But when you can communicate that, when you can talk and say, hey, can I just talk to you for a second? That's the real conversation. That's saying, hey, are you hiding something emotionally? Are you hiding something? I would like to talk to you. And the answer, if it's ever yes, wow, look out. Like, look out. That's amazing. Because that's essentially saying, hey, how do you see me on a soul level? And they're saying, let's answer that, right? Let's take some space and answer that. Because that's what's going to really draw someone to you energetically, mutually, that attraction. That's the part of you that grows. That's the internal part of you that really wants to build. I really love the lessons that we learn from love, but I also have to say, without being in a relationship, it's hard to learn those lessons. I've seen it very hard for a lot of people. So it's one of those things I want to be very careful with, because people get into relationships for different reasons, but then there's the partners who control and abuse and do whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about your current identity. The parts of you that say, hey, I'm not that person anymore. I'm evolved. And, you know, I'm moving on. I release this immediately and I now become. You know, I'm not pretending energy. Not I'll wear this mask, I'll wear this mask. It's who are you, damn it? Like, really, I'm asking your soul, who are you? That's when I read these cards. I'm reading your soul. I'm not reading the mask. I'm not reading what's in front of you. And I don't mind the mask. You have to wear it. I have to wear it at school. I can't be, you know, I am cosmic. You know, I can't walk around, allow me to, and it's not even cosmic. It's like, I can't even be that version of myself that I would love to be. Because some parents were like, who is this like spiritual teacher guy? That's what, you know. So I have to maintain, you know, the father figure-y STEM teacher, right? And I know we're all on different timelines. Me, everybody, the kids, your kids, us, you know, parents. We all operate on these long-term outcomes. We all have this long-term outcome. That's what these cards tell me. When I read those 3x3, that's where I started to build that out of scientific need to understand tarot. Celtic Cross is great. I understand it. It's just a different perspective. It's like, oh, try on these lenses. It's like, try on this lens, right? You can't say wearing Ray-Bans is the same as, you know, wearing, you know, the CVS glasses. No, they're not. It's different. But you choose the experience that you go through. You choose that perspective. You choose to wear what you choose to wear. You choose the lens that you want to wear. You know, the friend that's always lying to themselves and tricking themselves and saying, oh, this will work out. You're like, okay, I'm glad it will. This time it's going to be great. And then you're not saying, hey, you can't make your higher intelligence show them. That's the better way to look at that. You see cycles ending and coming and going and building, and they're back with the X again, and it's over again. So that's what it is. That's what I see from a lot of perspective from this, is we cannot be in that place where you're trying to save someone. And people want to repeat that cycle, saying, save me, save me. Don't ever get in the savior cycle. And a lot of people have a hard time with that.
because they've only seen parents or family members saving someone in that trauma complex, that savior cycle. Oh, I dated so and so. They didn't have a job. I went in and I taught them this. It's like, no, dude. Like, whoa. Like, saving someone, they learn nothing. When you start handing them all this stuff, they learn nothing. No. Think of the person who, I'm going to give you an example. Think of the person who was down and out, had nothing, and then they became a billionaire. That person who had nothing and became a billionaire. I didn't say that anyone helped them. Isn't that the story you would want to read? Isn't that the movie you would want to watch? Isn't that the tale you'd want to tell? Yes, it is. Why? Is it the story, or is it the reason? Is it the cycle that they've went through? Is it the alignment that tells? Is it the feeling, the resonation? Is it the I could feel myself doing this? The transcendent of life, the living in truth that you meant for better. Because I want to tell you guys, when we go through life and we ask these questions, they're not questions. They're really portals. And that's what I'm going to lead with. And I'm going to end with. I'm going to just let you guys go on to this moment of consideration. That's how I got into doing Cosmic's Codex. That's how I got into doing Beyond the Veil with Eterna and saying, hey, can we just analyze these cards for just a moment? I said, call me out. I said, literally, you have permission to call me out. And she's like, okay. But we did. And I just started doing it. And I had like 40 episodes here, 30 episodes here. I'm like, it's nuts. But when I started to move into doing the teaching tarot and that, I said, what does this mean? Why does this exist? What is transforming here? Well, I'm trying to capture something. Not for views, not for likes, not for subscribers, but for information. Because I know that shift is information will lead to transformation, not just for me, but for all of us. And if it's not just for all of us, it's for our soul tribe. That's why I say bring your family, your members, anybody you relate to. That's why your mom, your cousin, your best friend, your sister, your brother, whomever, bring them in. Because I want this to not only feel like a live reading, but feel like it meant something to you. Because when you get in here, I want this to connect at such a high level that we're really ready to kind of go deeper every time we get in here and just keep rolling on. And like I say to my new students who come in from a different district, I'm like, we're here like to experience it. I make them feel so happy and welcome. I let the other kids make them feel happy and welcome. Because this is our moment to like remember something. And we're going to remember this moment. We're going to remember, hey, I remember I went on to that channel. I did this. I don't want this to be something you forget and walk away and go, this is a moment we frame this, we shape this. And the more deeply we accept whatever we put out here, this becomes a perception. I thank you guys for being here. I really do. I appreciate everything you do. I'll be back on Monday night for Members Only Monday. Thank you guys for being here. Again, share the channel, hashtag Mr. Cosmic across all social media. Thank you guys. Happy to have you guys have not missed this, I should say. But thank you to Brenduska, Lilith, and Ethereal, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye.